It is May 27th, 2026. I want to check in about a few things. I don't know what day exactly. Probably May 23rd. Sometime early or late last weekend. Okay, sometime around between the 21st and the 23rd. Okay, it's been almost a week. I experienced super bad migraine. We were taking the dogs for a walk in the evening around 8 p.m. at night. And I started seeing these, kaleidoscope auras on my right side and told my husband, I think we need to turn around. We turned around, and by the time I got to the house, the whole side of my face was seeing auras. I call it a kaleidoscope because it's like pixelated. I almost feel like it's like I'm seeing the Matrix, okay? Because it's like everything looks normal except for parts are pixelated, like I can see through the screen or something. Anyways, we went home. I thought maybe I'd been out in the sun all day too long, for days, because I had been doing yard work. And I was congested, so I took a Benadryl and thought, let me just chill. But the headache did not go away. It actually just got stronger, and I laid down, and I was not really feeling very coherent. I was going to make a snack or something to eat, but I didn't feel like standing. I looked into the cabinet to tell my husband that we have tuna fish, because I had just purchased some, and I have to tell him that I have it. Otherwise, he won't know it exists, and it'll just sit there. I'll get around to it, but I don't eat that much. I was looking at the 4 cans of tuna fish, and I was trying to remember what it was called. I could not remember what they were called. So I read the can, and I said, we have chicken of the sea, because I could see, I could read. I just couldn't recall. Like, my memory would not remember what the fuck this can of tuna fish was called. I knew it was called something. I just couldn't see tuna fish on the can. So I went and laid down. My husband got up, went to the kitchen, and he's looking for Parmesan. And he's like, did you eat the Parmesan? Because I asked him, what are you looking for? He said Parmesan. And I was like, Parmesan? And I couldn't remember what the fuck Parmesan was. I asked him if he could spell it for me. He said P-A-R-M, and the Majan part that he spelled, I just could not register in my mind. I asked him to spell it again, and I still could not understand what he was spelling or remember what the fuck Parmesan was. He looked at me and said, are you gonna forget who I am? And I didn't respond because I was too busy trying to figure out what the fuck Parmesan was. And then he ends up getting a can of tuna fish. He has a can opener, and I had just used that can opener earlier the day, and so I was thinking in my mind, this can opener fucking sucks. But I couldn't say can opener. It was like that thing you open the can with, and I went like that. He's like, oh, can opener? I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Like, stop trying to say shit because my memory recall just was not working. And I just lay there, and he laid his head on my lap and said, just don't forget who I am. And I thought, well, once this passes, I'll be fine. I had a headache all fucking night. And the next day. The next day I just stayed inside all day, minus just feeding the dogs one time. And so I guess now that I think about it, that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, we had company over, so I was hoping my headache would be gone by Sunday because I wanted to go to the Spring Fest and I wanted to stay in the pool and I wanted to be in the sun and I wanted to do all this shit. But my headache was still lingering. Okay, it is fucking Wednesday. Okay, it's been almost a week. The cloudiness, the fogginess of my head and the way I feel hasn't completely disappeared, but the headache has disappeared. I still feel super congested. I've been taking like Flonase and Benadryl and just anything to kind of help me to be able to breathe. Trying to stay hydrated, all that jazz. But I ran into somebody at the Spring Fest who had told me that they had just had a stroke and they were describing everything that I was describing. And I was like, well, was your face droopy? He said no. And I was like, neither was mine. I was reading online that, well, if my face isn't drooping, I'm probably fine. But now I'm wondering, shit, did I have a fucking stroke? I don't feel like I did. I'm also, reading all kind of other shit about the solar magnetic, fucking energy and the solar waves and the Schumann resonance and all that shit. And like a lot of people in the communities have been complaining about migraines and fogginess and everything this week. And so that makes me feel like a little better. Like, okay, I'm not the only one feeling like I'm losing my fucking mind. At the same time, my husband's fine. My friend's fine. Not everyone around me is being affected by the solar magnetic field. So I'm just sitting with it. And I wanted to document it on YouTube so I can go back and remember what I fucking said. Okay. And a week before this happened, okay, because I have to remember everything now. The Sunday before last, so a week and a half before this incident happened last week, I was at my son's house taking him some furniture. We were putting the furniture together because it fucking came from Amazon. I opened the door, opened the sliding glass door, the curtain, closed the screen door. I wanted some air flowing through the place, but I didn't want to turn on the lights because I'm super light sensitive when it comes to some lights. I also remembered, my mom wanted me to take a picture of his apartment. So this one, I feel like I can justify, okay? I backed up into the screen door because I was trying to back up to get a good picture, and I fucking pushed the screen door out, fell through it. I didn't fall on the floor, and I was like, oh shit, oops, right? Got the picture, put the screen door back on, and then an hour later I'm going to take something outside, some garbage. The screen door is shut, but this time I walked head first into the fucking screen door. This time I didn't push it out. I was able to stop myself. Well, the screen door stopped me. And my son was like, Mom, are you okay to drive? I was like, shit. Yeah, I'm fine. I hadn't eaten all day. I was like, I think I just need to eat something. And that was when I decided, I'm going to stop taking this retatrutide that I've been taking for like 2 months. I think it's making me spacey because I'm not eating. So it's been 2 weeks since then. I have been eating more. I even gained a few pounds on the scale. But then I have this fucking heat stroke shit. I am taking the Glow. I started taking that last week. I'm running through my mind trying to figure out what the fuck am I doing different, what am I doing wrong. There is something I started doing also. I got some astragalus and I got some golden seal and I got some fucking 10 different mushroom mixes that I started taking last week, and I had taken them 3 days in a row. The first 3 days of my fucking migraine. I read that they can increase migraine sensitivity in people that already have it. So I'm like, oh, stop taking that. But that sucks, because I heard golden seal's really good for you. Maybe it was the astragalus. I don't know. You know, here I am on this healthy kick, trying to do all this healthy shit, and I am super sensitive to everything. And I struggle with fibromyalgia, so that doesn't really help. So everything affects me way differently than your average normal person. I have to pay extra close attention to those things. So that's what's been going on in my life. My mom says it's probably just stress. Yes, I am stressed out financially. I am still looking for a job. I'm actually on my way to another interview right now, which I'm actually really excited and hopeful for. I'm pretty sure I got it. This is it. This is my path. I left that other path, and this is it. This is the one, right? I'm optimistic about this. I'm not 100% positive that it is stress related. It might be weather related too. I have no idea. So this is just me documenting my health issues.